Did you ever think a Pixar movie could drag Snoop Dogg, one of the most laid-back rappers in history, into a cultural firestorm? That's exactly what happened when Lightyear, a spin-off from Toy Story, led to one of the most surprising controversies of Snoop's career. It started as a simple movie night with his grandson, but by the end, it spiraled into headlines, fan backlash, and even a public apology. So, how did a cartoon create such chaos for the Doggfather himself? Let's break it down. Picture this. Snoop Dogg, the rap icon known for his calm vibes, takes his young grandson to see Pixar's Lightyear. It should have been just another chill day at the movies. Popcorn, soda, laughs. The usual. But then, something on screen sparked a question Snoop wasn't ready for. The movie briefly showed a same-sex couple, two women who were in a relationship, one of whom becomes a parent. To most adults, it was a simple detail, but to a 6-year-old, it raised questions. Snoop later revealed that his grandson turned to him and asked, "Papa Snoop, how can she have a baby with a woman?" She's a woman. And in that moment, the usually unshakable Snoop Dogg had no idea what to say. He admitted he froze, caught off guard by the unexpected question. A few days later, Snoop appeared on It's Giving podcast, where he shared the story. His honesty shocked people. He didn't sugarcoat it. He openly admitted he wasn't prepared. He said, "I didn't come in here for this shit tea. I just came to watch the goddamn movie." That raw, unfiltered response made headlines. He told the host that the moment left him rattled, even joking. "I'm scared to go to the movies now. Y'all throwing me in the middle of shti I don't have an answer for." It was vintage Snoop. Blunt, unfiltered, and comedic. But not everyone was laughing. On the same podcast, Snoop added something that later got cut. He admitted the Lightyear scene threw him for a loop and questioned whether kids that young should be seeing that type of content. These are kids. We have to show that at this age? They're going to ask questions. I don't have the answer. Once those words started circulating online, the controversy caught fire. Some fans felt he was just being an honest grandparent. Others accused him of pushing outdated views. The fact that parts of the conversation were deleted only fueled speculation. But if Snoop thought the story would end there, he was wrong. Almost instantly, social media lit up. Twitter threads, Instagram debates, YouTube commentaries, everyone had an opinion. Some fans blasted him, saying he sounded ignorant or even homophobic. Others argued he was simply being real about his struggles as a grandfather. The debate intensified when Hollywood Unlocked, a major entertainment platform, picked up the story. Media personality T.S. Madison weighed in, criticizing Snoop for his comments. Clips circulated everywhere, and suddenly, a Pixar movie moment turned into a cultural battle. And in today's world, where every word from a celebrity is dissected, Snoop had to respond. Snoop finally broke his silence with a public comment on Hollywood Unlocked's Instagram page. His words were short but powerful. "My bad." He went on to explain, "I was just caught off guard and had no answer for my grandsons. All my gay friends know what's up. They've been calling me with love. My bad for not knowing the answers for a 6-year-old. Teach me how to learn. I'm not perfect." It wasn't a defensive rant. It wasn't a PR spin. It was Snoop being human, admitting he was unprepared, admitting he didn't know what to say. And for many, that humility mattered. But not everyone accepted the apology. That's where Lauren Gunderson enters the picture. She was one of the writers who worked on Lightyear, and she revealed she actually created the lesbian couple in the film. Her explanation was simple but powerful. As we wrote early versions of what became Lightyear, a key character needed a partner, and it was so natural to write she instead of he. As small as that detail is in the film, I knew the representational effect it could have. Small line, big deal. I was elated that they kept it. She admitted she had little influence on the final script, but seeing that queer couple on screen, even for a few seconds, meant the world to her. Then, Gunderson went further. She publicly said, "Snoop sucks. and added, "I hope he joins the side of love." That sharp response reignited the controversy, pushing it beyond just Snoop's words and into a larger cultural debate. So what does this all really mean? On one side, you have Snoop Dogg, a grandfather caught in a moment he didn't know how to handle. His comments reflected a generational struggle, trying to explain a rapidly changing world to kids when you weren't raised with those conversations yourself. On the other side, you have Lauren Gunderson and many fans who see representation in children's movies as essential. For them, even a short scene showing a same-sex couple helps normalize love in all its forms. And somewhere in the middle is the audience: parents, grandparents, and families who are navigating these conversations every day. What started as a trip to the movies turned into a public storm. Snoop Dogg, a man known for always keeping it cool, found himself apologizing to millions over something he never saw coming. But maybe that's the point. Sometimes the most difficult questions don't come from the media, or from critics, or even from haters online. They come from kids. And how we answer them, or fail to answer them, says a lot about where we stand in a world that's constantly evolving. For Snoop, this wasn't just about a Pixar movie. It was about being challenged, being humbled, and maybe being pushed to grow. And in the end, whether you agree with him or not, one thing is clear: even the Doggfather isn't immune to the power of a simple, unexpected question.